What a hard-fought battle by both teams. Just watching the Sun Belt games, I'm not going to lie. I've been on my ESPN watch, watching a lot of these games. There have been some really good matchups. It's been a lot of fun to watch. And, tonight was no different. I think our players clearly understood that we split with Coastal during the regular season. We had the opportunity to beat them at home. And this is a team that was going to come in, and they were not going to stop, and they're going to fight in their battle, and Jada did a great job with their team preparing them. They showed us a different look defensively that, we were always prepared, but that wasn't what I thought we were going to see. We were able to kind of open it up, but we didn't get the stops that we needed ultimately in the first two quarters. But then as the game progressed, my kids found a way, and, I think that's the story of March Madness is just finding a way when everything's on the line to be the team that perseveres, and our team persevered today.
If you have a question for Coach Antoine, please raise your hand, and we'll get Akia with the wireless microphone to and there you go. Here's a question.
Coach, 4 players in double figures tonight, and 20 assists on 26 made field goals. So just kind of talk about the balance that you guys had.
I think, it comes from a number of different things. The young women that recruit at Texas State, we really do look for young women that have the ability to score. People always ask, does so-and-so have the green light? I always tell them everyone has the green light on our team. We do a good job of teaching shot selection. Shot selection is really important to us, so at any time any young woman is allowed to shoot the shot without having any stress or fear of a repercussion of taking a shot. And so I don't think that, what we see is any different than we see most games where we have, 3 or 4 kids scoring in double digits, as well as Taylor Deere doing what Taylor Deere does, and she had 9 assists today. I mean, if you add that into her scoring average, this young woman is really able to help our team out. Not only does she demand that people guard her, but she's also to create as well, and her teammates are able to knock down big shots. And so I think that's the balance that you find from our offensive standpoint.
Coach, they have, Jazz Adams. She gets a lot of headlines for them from a scoring standpoint.
Yes, she does.
But DJ Williams is typically a stat sheet filler, kind of the engine for them. How different are they when you look down and really, not much of a factor from a statistical standpoint for Williams today?
When she got into foul trouble, I said, all right, this is going to play into our hands, but it didn't play into our hands. We went into the halftime down. And then when we came out, I'm not quite sure why it was she didn't seek the minutes that she did, that she generally commands. But I'm not going to say that I wasn't excited that we didn't have to contend with that young woman. She's a special kid. She's only a sophomore. And so I really look for her to be a big player for them in the future. Anytime, though, that she's not on, it really makes it a lot it takes stress off your defense because she really does a good job of aiding Jasmine in the ability to be able to score. She's really able to draw defenses up the lane and get a lot of dump passes to their bigs. And, her not being in or us taking that away was critical. And I think that we were able to mix it up with the matchups. And Brooke Holly, predominantly was guarding her. She did a pretty darn good job tonight.
You mentioned them doing some things differently than you had seen. When you look at the second half and you guys are, plus 11 scoring-wise, is that about adjusting to what they did at halftime?
Yeah, what they did differently was that she went to a straight man. And we prepared for her, what I call a man zone defense that she runs. And so when they went man, for the most part, I felt comfortable with that. Our kids did. I mean, we put up 38 points. But when she came back out, she got in the zone. And I don't think our kids, it wasn't that they weren't prepared for it. We weren't expecting it because they had run so much man the entire time. She went back to the man option. I think our kids got back in rhythm again. And, that's it kind of played out from there.